Hello, viewers. Welcome to my channel Drive Forward. So, this channel is about English learning. So, here I share few tips and I try to take those topics which help you to speak English with confidence and fluently. This video is about day 5th of English speaking challenge. So in this video I will take few words of intermediate level which will start with the letter E, and I will tell about the antonyms as well as synonyms of that word, and I will also make sentences from those words. And I'll tell you whether the sentence which I have constructed is present, it belongs to present tense or past tense or future tense. How you can understand whether a sentence is of present tense, of past tense, or future tense. And then I'll also narrate a story where I will take all those words in that story so that it will be easier for you to understand those words, and later you can comprehend those words easily in your communication. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first one is eager. Eager means very excited and interesting in something. ओके किसी चीज में आप बहुत ज्यादा ईगर हैं, बहुत ज्यादा उत्सुक हैं, उस चीज को आपको जानना है, तो आप ईगर वर्ड यूज कर सकते हैं देयर. ओके, सो द synonyms of that word can be keen, enthusiastic. Okay, and the antonym of the word is, antonym means opposite. Antonym of the same word is, antonym can be reluctant, unwilling. Okay, so it means that you are not interested, you are not eager, you are not excited. Okay, so this is the antonym of the same word. Okay, so now I will make a sentence with the same word. So let's see. She was eager to start her new book. She was eager to start her new book. Okay. यहाँ पे sentence में क्या है? She was eager, right? So can you tell me it belongs to which tense? It belongs to past tense, right? Because there was is used and was belongs to past tense. ठीक है? तो she was eager to start her new book. वो बहुत ज़्यादा excited थी अपने new book को start करने में. I guess you have understood the meaning of this word eager. So now I'll move to the second word, which is also of intermediate level. So let's see which is the second word. Okay, but before that, viewers, I would like to tell, like, how will you know that a sentence belong to present tense or past tense or future tense? So you can easily know through the verb which is being used in that sentence, right? So here was is an auxiliary verb. So through was you can guess that it belongs to past tense. Okay, so now let's move to the second word, elegant. 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 Elegant means stylish or graceful in your manner. You can say stylish, beautiful, graceful, right? So all these are synonyms of the same word. And let's see the antonym of the same word. It is clumsy, messy, right? The thing which is not organized in a nice manner. It doesn't appear good. It doesn't appear good to our eyes. So that is just opposite. That is messy. Okay. So now let's see how it can be used in a sentence. The bride looked elegant in her wedding dress. तो ब्राइड बहुत ही एलिगेंट, स्टाइलिश, ब्यूटीफुल लग रही थी अपने वेडिंग कॉस्ट्यूम में. Okay, so here how you can say that it belongs to present tense or the past tense or the future tense, again by looking at the verb. So the bride looked. So here when I'm using ed with a word, right, with the word part, that belongs to past tense. ठीक है, the bride बहुत खूबसूरत लग रही थी, है ना, और एलिगेंट लग रही थी. तो थी है तो वो क्या हो गया? That will always belong to past tense. Okay, yeah, let's move to the third word. So let's see which is the third word. Enormous. enormous. Enormous means very large in size, huge in size, humongous. जो चीजें बहुत बड़ी होती है उसको हम enormous कहते हैं. ठीक है, और इसका synonyms हो सकता है, it can be huge, it can be humongous, it can be giant. Okay, So these are the synonym of the same word. And what can be the antonym? It can be tiny, it can be small, it can be little. And let's see how I will use this in a sentence. Elephants are enormous animal. Dinosaurs were enormous in size. Okay. So dinosaurs were enormous in size. So here I'm using were. So where is past tense, right? And when I'm saying elephants are enormous in size. So here I'm using are. So are क्या होगा? Are will always be in present tense. Okay. So elephants, I am so when I'm saying elephants, it should be are because there are more than one elephants. When we use more than one person or thing, we use are. But if I say elephant is, then I if I say elephant, then it will be and then is will be used. Like elephant is enormous animal. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's move to the fourth word. Let's see which one is the fourth word of the day. Escape. ESCAPE. And what's the meaning of escape? To move away from the present situation. To get away or move away from the present situation. Okay? So, भाग जाना हिंदी में हम कह सकते हैं. तो let's see the synonym of the same word. Flee, run away. Flee, run away. Okay, and what can be the antonym of the same word? Stay, remain or trap भी आप कह सकते हो. Stay, remain or trap. Okay, and now I will use it in a sentence. Okay, the cat tried to escape from the box. The cat tried to escape from the box. So here the cat tried. Cat ने कोशिश की भागने की, कोशिश कर रही थी. Cat कोशिश कर रही थी भागने की. तो वो कर रही थी escaped, tried to escape. वो कैट कोशिश कर रही थी बट she was not successful. The cat tried to escape from the box but she was unsuccessful. Here also was use हुआ है, escaped use हुआ है, cat है, single cat. So that's why accordingly I have used all the verbs. Okay. So I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. Okay. Next word is evil. EVIL. Evil means very bad, cruel or harmful. Okay? बहुत ही बुरा, बहुत ही गंदा, not good. तो उसको हम evil कहते हैं. And the synonym of the same word can be also say wicked, bad. Okay? And mean also you can say, right? So now, how I can use this word in a sentence. The story tells us about the fight between good and evil. The story tells us about the fight between good and evil. इसका मतलब ये है, ये स्टोरी बताती है गुड और इविल के बीच में जो फाइट हुई, जो लड़ाई हुई. सो हियर द स्टोरी टेल्स है ना, TELLS टेल्स. सो हियर tells means it belongs to present tense. Okay, because tell is verb here. Tell means बताती है या कहती है. So that it means that it is in present tense because I have used tells. The story tells. Story के साथ tells होगा. Stories के साथ tell होगा. ठीक है? Because when you are using, if there is a singular person, okay, if there is singular noun, with that you always have to use singular form of verb. So when you will add s or es with the verb, it becomes singular. Okay, so this way it goes. Now the next word, elaborate. ELABORATE. Elaborate means to explain something in detail. किसी चीज को डिटेल में बताना, उसको explain करना, that is known as elaborate. Okay. So what can be the synonym of the same word? So let's see. It can be explain, clarify. An antonym can be shorten, simplify or condense और उसको कम करना. And how let's see how it will be used in a sentence. The teacher asked the student to elaborate his answer. The teacher asked, टीचर ने कहा स्टूडेंट से कि आपको स्टोरी को इलेबोरेट करना है. और she elaborated story in a very nice manner. Okay, or she elaborated the topic in a very graceful manner. ठीक है, उसने टॉपिक बहुत ही ग्रेसफुल मैनर में, बहुत ही खूबसूरती के साथ, बहुत ही अच्छे से इलेबोरेट किया. राइट. So she elaborated the topic in a very graceful manner. So elaborate किया तो वो over हो चुका है, उसकी activity finish हो गई है, तो that also belongs to past tense. endure, endure, endure. So the meaning of this word is to suffer something patiently. किसी भी प्रॉब्लम को बहुत पेशेंस के साथ डील करना, राइट? सो आप किसी प्रॉब्लम में हैं, आप उस चीज से सफर कर रहे हैं, फिर भी आप बहुत ही ज्यादा पेशेंट हैं. सो दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इंड्योर. endure. Let's see the synonym of the same word. Tolerate, bear, survive. Tolerate, bear, survive. Okay, and what can be the antonym of the same word? क्विट, गिव अप, सरेंडर. है ना, उस चीज को नहीं, अब पेशेंस नहीं हो रहा है, अब उस चीज को नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो क्विट, सफर. Okay, so these can be the antonym of the same word. And now let's see how I can use this word in a sentence. She endured the pain with patience. Okay, she endured her pain with patience. उसने अपने पेन को बहुत पेशेंस के साथ डील किया. ओके, यू कैन से दैट सोल्जर्स हैव टू इंड्योर मेनी हार्डशिप्स, that they have to live in minus degrees, and then they have to fight for our country, they have to save our country from enemy, and they are not getting all the proper, you can say that, facilities, but in spite of that, they are always ready to fight for our country. Okay, so the last word of the day, embrace. Embrace, embrace. Let's see the meaning of this word. To accept something willingly or to hug someone. Okay, to accept something willingly or to hug someone. Okay, so let's see the synonym of the same word. It can be accept, adopt, welcome. And what are the antonyms? Let's see. Reject, refuse, deny. Reject, refuse, deny. And how I can use this in a sentence. She decided to embrace new ideas with open mind. She decided to embrace new idea with open mind. Decided, उसने decide किया कि वो जो है new ideas को embrace करेगी. Okay, so I hope you got to know about these words, and you must have understood the meaning as well as antonym of these words. And now I'll move to the next part, that is, I will use the same word in a story. Okay, so that you know actually how you have to fit in these words in your sentences. So let's see the story. It's very simple and a very short story. So let's see how it goes. The name of the story is The Eager Explorer. The Eager Explorer. So let's see how it goes. Maya was an eager young girl who loved adventures. One morning, she wore an elegant dress because she wanted to look smart for her journey. She carried an enormous backpack filled with food, water, and maps, everything that was essential for survival. Her plan was to escape the noisy city and spend time in the mountains. On her way, she met an evil man who tried to scare her, but she stayed brave. Later, her teacher had asked her to elaborate on her travel experiences, so she carefully took notes. The trip was hard, but Maya learned to endure the long walks and the heat. She decided to embrace the difficulties with a smile. After finishing the journey, she sat down to evaluate what she had learned. Maya realized that courage, kindness, and patience were the most essential thing in the life. So this is the story, and I have used all the words here. So I hope you have understood the meaning of these words. So that's why I'm not writing separately about the meaning of all the difficult words which I have taken over here. So I believe that you are learning something from my channel. So if you feel that you are getting benefit from this channel, then you can like and subscribe my channel. You can also share it with your friends and family. I'll come up with another interesting video which will help you to be more confident, fluent while speaking English. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.